amazing people. I am Ayushi Rawat and welcome to my channel.
So in this video tutorial, we are going to learn how you can fetch all information of a country using Python.
If you're new to my channel, please take a moment and consider subscribing. Press the bell icon so you never miss an update. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video.
Let's have a look at today's agenda. We'll cover the basics of country info module and we'll see the methods inside country info module and how you can fetch data of any country using Python. Let's get started. What is country info? Country info is a Python module for returning data about countries, ISO info, state and provinces within them. It contains a lot of methods which help us to retrieve the data. If you wish to know more about it, you can refer to its documentation or its GitHub repository. Now that you're familiar with our agenda and have acquired basic knowledge of country info module, we can move forward to the coding section. It's time to code. You can find all the code at my YouTube project's GitHub repository. Drop a star if you find it useful. In order to access the Python library, you need to install it first. So open your command terminal and use command pip install country info and hit enter. Since I've already got this installed in my system, it says as requirement already satisfied for me. Once installed, let's head over to our VS Code editor and let us start by creating a new Python file. I'll name it as countryinfo.py. Now let's install the package in a Python script. So use command from countryinfo import countryinfo and hit enter. Now let's store the country name for which you wish to fetch the information. I wish to retrieve the information for my country India. So I'm going to store the same inside name here. So name equals to India and hit enter. Now let's create an instance. We will make use of country info and pass name as an argument here. So country equals to country info and let's pass a name here and hit enter. Once done, let's see some of the methods one by one. So first, let's see alt spelling. It returns the alternate spellings for the name of a specified country. Let's store it in data1. So data1 equals to, and let's call it on country. So country dot alt spellings. And now let's print it out. So print data1. Let's save and see the output. So we are getting an array of values here. So in Bharat, Republic of India are some of the alternate names for India. Let's move forward and test out some other methods available in this package. So next up we have is capital. So let's store it in data2. So data2 equals to country dot capital. So we are making use of capital method here and now let's print it out. Let's go in with another method, that is currencies. So it returns official currencies for a specified country. So let's store it in data3 here. Let's call it on country. So country dot currencies. And now let's print this one out. Data3. It should be data2 here. Everything's correct. Now let's save and run our Python script. So here we have got New Delhi as a country capital, that's correct, and INR as the Indian currency, that is Indian rupees. Let's move forward and test out some other methods available in this package. Next up we have languages. It returns official languages for a specified country. We are going to make use of the languages method and we'll store the output in data4. Next is time zones. So it returns all time zones for a specified country. We'll make use of time zones method and we'll store the resultant output in data5. Next, we have area. If we wish to fetch the area of a country, we will make use of area method. It returns the area in square kilometers for the specified country. We'll store the output in data 6. Next we have is a border function. So we are going to make use of the borders method. It returns the array of string in iOS 3 codes format of the country that borders the given country. We'll store the output in data 7. Next up we have calling codes method. We are going to store the resultant data in data 8 and it returns the international calling codes for the country. And we have a wiki method which returns the link to Wikipedia page for the given country. We are going to store the data in data 9 and now we are going to print out all our information. Let's save and run our Python script. See what we have got so far. So let's go through the output one by one. So first up we have alternate spellings. So here we have array, which is an array of strings, and here we have IN, Bharat, Republic of India, which are alternate for India. Next up we have capital and currency stored in data 2 and data 3. So New Delhi is the capital of India and Indian National Rupees INR is the currency of India. Then in data 4 and data 5 we have languages and time zones. So Hindi and English are the two most commonly used languages in India. And next we have the time zone, followed by area and borders stored in data 6 and data 7. So this is the area of India in kilometer per square, followed by the ISO codes of countries that border India. In data 8 and data 9 we have calling codes of India and the Wikipedia link of the given country, that's India here. So 9.1 is the calling country code. Now if you wish to extract a summary of all these methods all together, what would you do? So in that case we have one more method here called as info method. It fetches all the data regarding the given country. Let's give it a try and let's store it in data 10. So data 10 equals to country.info here. And now let's print it out. So data 10. So let's save and run our Python script here. So if you observe, the code is not structured. So let's structure it. Instead of printing out the data directly, so we'll make use of a for loop here. So for x comma y in data 10.items, print and formatting x of y. And now let's save and run our Python script. So if you observe here, we have a more structured form of data. To only see the output of the info method, let's comment out the rest of the code. So let's save and run our Python script once again. Here we go. So let's go through what we have here in output. So we have the name of the country as India, the all spelling, the area code, borders, calling codes, capital, currencies, demonym, flag, then GeoJSON data. It's pretty huge actually. Then the ISO codes, languages, native name, that's Bharat, population, provinces, region and sub-region, time zones, transitions, Wikipedia and a lot more things there. So this pretty much gives you the summary of the country. That's it. We are done. You can customize your code further according to your need. You can do the same for any country of your choice. Let's try it out for one more country. So here I'm using name 2 as Spain here. Now let's save and run our Python script once again. And now if you observe, we have all the details of Spain over here. So let's go through it once again very quickly. The name is Spain. This is the area code. These are the borders, calling code, capital, Then we have GeoJSON data, which is again pretty huge. The language, population, native name, region, sub-region, time zones, Wikilink, etc. With these steps, we have successfully retrieved data of a country. That's it. You can play around with the country info library and even explore more features. It has a couple of more additional methods as well. Simple, isn't it? Hope this tutorial has helped you. This is my 30th video in Python's project playlist. I would strongly recommend you to check out the other video tutorials as well. You can find all the code at my YouTube project's GitHub repository. Drop a star if you find it useful. Also, make sure to check out the Ultimate Python Resource Hub repository. Here you will get all of Python resources at one place, such as Python books, newsletters, podcasts, IDEs, mobile applications, library for GUI development, YouTube channels, videos and community blogs, etc. Drop a star if you find it useful. You can find a step-by-step guide of the video tutorial at my blogging website. I'll attach all the links in the description box below. Join my Telegram channel and Discord server for regular updates and to connect with peers and fellow developers to make new connections and help improve your coding skills. Connect with me at Twitter. My handle goes by Ayushi7Rawat. LinkedIn and other social platforms. I'll attach the links in the description box below. Also, I have recently crossed 10k followers at Twitter and 1k followers at GitHub. I would like to thank you all for constant support and faith that you have shown in me and request you to continue supporting me.
Please like and share this video with your friends and connections who are interested in learning Python, which will encourage me to make more such videos. Drop your suggestions in the comment box below if you want me to make a video on a particular topic. Share your feedback with me, which will help me improve my next video. I will be back with more such videos. Till then, have a great day. Take care.